Joining us now on Kiss Me Stream, and for those who were not, this is a amateur competitive invitational trial match between Team Chippendales and Team Knockout and Walkout, and I am Rails Barlow here with Battle, Kiss Me, and Everlasting in some sense of things. We did have some issues with Everlasting in the stream to start, but we will be able to get this match back underway relatively soon, and it's been a good game so far, Battle.
It has indeed. So there's only about 300 points separating our two teams at the moment. Knockout and Walkout currently trailing Chippendales by those 300 points. So a pretty solid winning from both teams in terms of their SI performance. Survivor performance, unfortunately for Knockout and Walkout, wasn't up to the par that they would have wanted it. Did manage to get wiped by the tank, whereas Team Chippendales managed to survive the tank and make it to the safe room with about an 80 health bonus.
Indeed, and we will be going live here with this first half of the second chapter. We are going to see Team Knockout and Walkout on their infected side coming out. That's going to be a boom going out, and Code Hunter gets skeeted. We're going to see that smoker land momentarily. Charge is going to go in there and get shut down. That's a nice play by Chippendales, Battle.
Very, very convincing shutdown. A lot of team damage going out there. I think Nick caught a shotgun shot from one of his teammates. We do see 60 points damage going out from the boom, but the capping SI was just gunned down. Hunter didn't stand a chance, Smoker didn't pull long enough for any damage, and that charger was focus fired by 3 shotguns.
Yeah, so that's a very convincing, and as you actually mentioned, that alludes to what happened in the first chapter, where the special effective Knockout and Walkout, I think, really got the best of Chippendales early, but now we're going to see a chance for Chippendales to push back, I'd say.
Yeah, it is going to be a 2-2 setup, which is never the best, but they do have 2 good cappers to spit on, which is the charger and the Hunter. So it looks like we're going to wait for the survivors to push into this little alleyway just for the boomer to get a nice little boom on top. Probably see the spitter and charger coming from behind as well. I'd like to see the SI hit when the survivors are actually inside that warehouse though, just to give the charger a bit more of an easier ride and a bigger spit puddle as well.
Survivors are playing it very carefully though. They're sending Nick far there because I think they know what they're playing there. But now you're going to see those special infected do exactly what you mentioned, Battle. Boomer's going to drop in there, gets popped. Going to have the Hunter not going in yet either. Charger's going to try to go too. Hunter's jumping around, trying to get the coach in the back. Charger's going to miss the charge as a matter of fact. Spitz gets shut down. That's only 6 damage through 2 attacks for Knockout and Walkout so far.
Ooh, not the type of hit, unfortunately, that they wanted. There is going to be a Witch just ahead as well. The SI have nothing to hit on. Witch has been pulled by, I believe it was Nick. It was Nick. He's going to go for the crown. He does get the remote. So that's the Witch dealt with very comfortably. SI is still only now coming into their spawn mode. And, well, everything rests on this tank, which is not very far away from spawning, probably to the top of the ladder, I think.
I think it's going to be somewhere closer to there, yes, and that's a very interesting place for the tank to actually spawn, because the special infected can play off that, I'd say, but this hit right now, Battle, might be good too.
I don't know, I think if they hit here, they really risk not having a hit for the tank. But they are going to go in. Smoker looks for a pull from behind, doesn't get it. Charger gets a nice double charge though. Spit goes down on that with a boom on top. And the boom is keeping Rochelle in the spit. Does stumble her out of it eventually, but now she's stuck in death spit with a horde around. That's a great deal of damage on Rochelle.
Yeah, and that's exactly what needed to happen for that hit to be successful, because I do believe they are going to get another hit up before tank, am I right?
Yeah, the successfulness of everything sort of landing to a degree in that hit is sort of pivotal and giving them enough time to get up to this alleyway and spawn this tank should they need to, but they're at about 50% now, so the tank is probably going to spawn when they reach the other side of the alley.
And really what Knockout and Walkout need to do is they need to maximize damage on this hit in order to get that tank wipe, because right now Chippendales has been playing, despite that last hit, been playing very well so far with their survivor in this entire game. They're going to spawn the Boomer a little bit early. I'm assuming Lyra might be the tank, that's why he did that, but I don't know about that, Battle.
Yeah, I would have kept the Boomer personally. I mean, even if I was becoming the tank, I'd have kept the Boomer and just spawned it to no AI, just to make the survivors back up a bit. But there's the tank, and the tank has spawned right in the middle of the survivors. He's going to fall right in there. Hunter and Charger go. Charger chest bumps though, but the tank has separated 3 survivors, and there's a jockey going off in the front. That Boomer is indeed AI, and it looks like he wants to do something, but he's slowly going down the ladder. Now he's going back up the ladder.
This tank is getting juked very, very hard by the survivors. Now does land a double. We should just, I think we should just keep it here, honestly, because this tank is actually about to die. That jockey is still out, but the survivors are meleeing the living hell out of that tank, juking him all over the place. Jockey has still gone on to coach in the back, and I don't know if it's really worth to throw it over a war room or not, Battle. This tank has 700 health.
Nah, it's probably best we keep it here. We do apologise for missing that one. We do see a smoker pull go out on Ellis to intercept him from picking up code. The tank is currently on top of the ladder, throwing rocks at the survivors. Charger does go in as well, gets himself a charge, but gets cleared before he can land and make any pound. Smoker's just there now to delay the pick. But yeah, we probably would have taken it to war room. Probably should have taken it to war room, but I was expecting that to go a lot faster than what it did. I thought the tank was in a golden position there to finish off the survivors.
Indeed, but he has still gotten a lot of damage out. There is still one set of pills left, and now that boomer did get popped. Tank's going to move in this position here, tries to climb up. He's going to get chipped down even more. Only has about 28 health left to his name, and he still is on first pass, so he can be a little bit careful. Trying to throw this rocking, and almost gets the curve, but it's going to miss. So he has this very last slimmer of health here. He's going to throw it out. That'll be a dead tank there, Battle. This Charger does spawn in the front. They have a Hunter and a Smoker up in the back. Smoker's very good. They have to be very careful here, actually. If they go in with this hit right now, they might not have a hit for top. The Hunter does land.
Yeah, he does get some nice damage and the Smoker goes in as well, but it's going to be extremely close to see if they get a hit. Might get a spitter, but if a spit throws that delay spit out too much, the survivors are going to be able to back off, not take any damage from it, and get up the ladder before the spitter spit has recharged. They do have a jock. Yeah,
they have a jock. You know what? I think the survivors probably. Actually, no. Another question. Coach is already up. The jockey free spawns. Coach is clearing common. Jockey's gonna go on the bottom. Gets dead stopped. Still trying to hit Ellis here. Tries to go in still. It's gonna get killed. So it's gonna be a Charger, Hunter, and Spitter now battle.
There is still damage potential here, but the survivors are handling things extremely well. They've got the choke, which is the most important part of this area. Hunter has pre-spawn. Charger's pre-spawn as well. Charger does get a charge on Coach. Spit does go down on that. Oh, the Hunter is going to pounce Coach and give him a little bit of God frames, but that should... No, it doesn't take Coach out.
That was just the case of God frames giving Coach the ability to literally just walk through at least 2 meters of spit. Pistol attached to Coach's foot. What is this?
Good old L4D2.
Oh god. Incoming molly block. This is L4D2 at its finest, and we do indeed have a pause out now. I believe that was Team Chippendales who paused, for perhaps lamenting about the same issue with the pistol on Coach's foot. But you know what? I'm impressed with Team Chippendales so far, Battle.
Yeah, I think they've taken some pretty big hits, but they've the most important thing they've managed to do thus far is handle the tank. I mean, for experienced teams, that tank is a bastard to fight just because of where it spawns. I mean, I do see a lot of the higher end teams run into that warehouse area and try and take it there.
Bassett.
Bassett? I'm not talking dogs here, kiss me. Fucking oversized, annoying tank spawns fall on your head, and then they were lucky actually that the boomer was kind of stuck on a ladder because he could have caused some havoc.
By all rights, like you said before, actually, when he pre-spawned the boomer initially, he probably should have just waited for the survivor run back there to drop the boomer in.
Yeah, if the boomer had just landed on top of the survivors when they started running back when that tank was triggered, the jockey already had the separation. You would have had the 3 survivors that were cornered by the tank, then having Horde coming in from all direction as well. I think the SI were a bit too preemptive there on hitting just before the tank spawned. But I think they were a bit confused on whether the distance would kick in when the survivors were at the top of the choke, or whether it did kick in essentially at the bottom of the choke when it did spawn and did trigger. So it's a bit of I think an error basically based around inexperience.
Yeah, I'd say that as well. But like you said, even for the most experienced teams, it is still a bitch to deal with that. Tank.
It's a very unpleasant tank to deal with. I mean, you do see a lot of teams take it inside that little warehouse down just where the tank spawns. And it can go one of 2 ways. It either goes really great and the tank gets near enough nothing, none of the SI do anything. Worst case scenario, someone gets incapped by a dumpster. Because then it gets even worse for the survivors if the tank should manage to get 2 or 3 people on top of one stack of shells and just keep multi-punching.
Kisme's gonna mentor one of the teams in this match. I don't believe that's how this works. Want me to buy you more games? What?
Don't buy him anything. He has expensive things on the marketplace. I want them. He won't give them.
Oh boy. What is this deal with the knife?
The knife, man. I'm gonna stab people.
Battle, I don't know if giving you any sharp kitchen utensils would be a good idea.
It's not a very good idea, but it looks cool. It's my problem. In fact, they're marked up as ready.
NASCAR Heat 2001. I believe Ever has gone to figure out what in the hell is going on. I believe the only thing that the Survivor team was informed of was I need to wait or something like that. It was just literally a wait and then a pause. So they probably have no idea what's going on with their teammates. I'm assuming armed robbery? Maybe?
I don't know, I think it depends on your dedication to the internet. I mean, you do see the occasional person type, "Oh my god, my kitchen's on fire," but actually stop to type, "Oh my god, my kitchen's on fire," while the kitchen burns down.
Maybe he just like battle and somebody broke into his house, like the last cast.
I get for leaving the front door open all night.
What time is it in your country right now?
I'm not sure actually, I think it's about
3?
No, it's not that late. I don't think it's even 2 o'clock yet. Let's see. 20 notifications that people have gone live on Twitch. It's 2 minutes past 2.
Okay, okay.
So
That's
not bad. Not bad by any means.
Not bad yet. I mean, if you want to stay up, there's another cast at midnight our time, so 3 hours from now. I think you'll be completely just... yes, you smoke more weed and just stay up for us. Oh, Trip has returned. He has hit another pause bind, so we are indeed going to be going ready right now. Going to continue this first half of the second chapter. Survivors are indeed moving, except for Nick, who was AFK until now. It's going to be a smoker in the spawn queue for knockout and walkout, but as I did mention, Chippendales has really represented well so far, I'd say.
Yeah, this hit shouldn't be too much of a problem to deal with, and of course I do have the hope of pills in that cabinet up ahead. But nothing else to really deal with. The witch is out of the way, the tank is out of the way. It's just to preserve what bonus they have left now, make it to the safe room, just so even if they don't get much of a bonus like on map 1, they have those distance points behind them. Because they're going to get half of the map in distance ahead of their opponents if the opponents wipe on the tank again.
Exactly, and now we did see Nick actually block that spawn. Looked like the infected wanted to go inside there for a second.
Did find one set of pill. Go for it.
Yeah, alright, they're gonna come from outside. Jockey's gonna land there and he does manage to down Coach. Boomer gets an odd proxy onto the down survivor. So actually that really works out in Chippendale's favor because all that hit did was really give somebody, I'd say, what, 20-some more permanent health or temporary health?
Yeah, they do incap Rochelle as well because she needs to take pills, but they are going to have at least one survivor slope for this duration of the event. So that gives them something to hit on. But we do of course see Whip black and white now as well.
Throw the pills his way and just let him have that 80 temp health. They really need to take, I'd say at max, 2 more attacks here. It's going to be a Charger, Boomer, Hunter, and a Jockey battle. Looks like they want to hit now.
Yeah, if they go in nice and early, it gives them more opportunity to get some damage in. I mean, ideally, you want the Spitter for this area, not the Boomer. But we are going to see the hit come in. Boomer does fall in behind, gets a proxy in on Rochelle. Charger's coming in from the front, as is the rest of the cappers. Charger getting leveled though. Hunter gets a cap in on Rochelle. Jockey lands momentarily on Nick as well.
That really, though, wasn't, I don't think, what knockout and walkout were looking for. I think they wanted to try to do a little bit more damage on that, and I believe Ellis actually stayed pretty much unscathed through that, too.
Yeah, they really need to get something in on Ellis. He is carrying the bulk of the bonus at the moment. If they can get that down, then at least they can prevent any significant bonus going into the safe. And 2 of the survivors are slow now, so the SI will get a final attack, but it's going to be a 2-2. And it's not a very good 2-2. Boomer does get a boom in on one survivor, though. Hunter and Smoker pre-spawn behind with the Spitter coming in as well. Hunter gets a cap in, Spit goes down, it is on Ellis, but he's got no common on him and he's out of there quickly. Shell does go down with the common in front. And there's a Smoker currently terrorising, well actually no, the Smoker's being trolled himself because Nick keeps cutting the tongue with a fire axe.
That's some great survivor play coming out as well, because theirs being consolidated now. The Smoker still has a chance to get somewhat of a pull here from the outside, and spawns are coming up. Nick will finally get pulled by that Smoker after the troll, so that'll be another incap going down. But I do believe the Horde is near its end.
Yeah, but the Jockey is going to grab Ellis.
Oh!
The Spit's going to go down on that as well. Rochelle does die. Ellis goes down, that's the last of the bone.
But as you mentioned,
black and white.
Coach is black and white, but even though they didn't kill Coach, they managed to get the rest of that bonus on Ellis off. So that's a nice recovery a little bit there at the end by knockout and walkout. But as you did mention, that's going to be Chippendales making full distance here. And as a matter of fact, they're still going to get 33 bonus off of that plus the witch points. So a little bit more damage trickling in, or a little bit more damage, wow. A little bit more points trickling in there at the end of that round. 652. I think Chippendales is very happy with where they are right now against that knockout and walkout infected.
Definitely. I mean, looking at it now, I mean, even just starting this map, not going to walk out, are currently suffering, you know, a 1,000 point deficit. So, I mean, they have to make full distance on this map, at least to try and keep it close, because map 3 is notoriously difficult for making any significant bonus. So they need to make it into the safe room, they need bonus, they need to really handle this tank well, and it's not, or at least it shouldn't be, a very easy tank.
Right, I don't think we're going to see Team Chippendales do what Knockout and Walkout did. I believe they're going to make sure that that hit is specifically coordinated, because even though generally it's to the survivor's advantage to know exactly that tank spawns, it can help if you're in this position with the infected as well.
Yeah, usually that tank spawn is what messes up the team to play the survivor first, because they don't know exactly where it's going to spawn. We are going to see the opening hit going here, and it is going to be a 3-1 setup. Oh!
You can take it.
God damn it! This is why I don't like having buttons. But the attack is going to go in. Survivors do bait the opening hit. Boom goes in, gets a booming on one. And Survivor's going to sit here now while this Hawk gets killed.
That's actually the thing, is they need to get out of the safe room too before that Spit gets up. I don't see them sitting in there for another 10 seconds, but now they're going to get out.
Cappers. And here it comes. Charger and Hunter both coming in. Smoker up as well. Everything is just missing at the moment. Charger misses. Hunter is stuck behind the pin. Doesn't manage to get a pounce in on Nick though, but it's cleared very quickly. Spitter is now up. But the survivors are going to be able to push pretty much into the warehouse here before the full hit is up for the SI.
Yeah, I'd say so. They have that one Spitter, but he's not going to be able to do a whole lot on his own. I don't exactly know when the Charger died, but if he did die first, they might get lucky and get another one in this rotation.
Yeah,
I'm trying
he did
to
die
recall.
first.
Yeah, okay. So they will have that Boomer, Charger, Spitter, and a Smoker. So it's going to be that 2-2 with a Smoke Charge here. Might see the Special Infected try to coordinate something with their Smoker and Charger together, and as they say that, they go to completely opposite sides of the map. So probably not going to see that. Instead,
Yeah, the thing is with this hit, we saw it with Knockout and Walkout on the previous map as well. With the Boomer spawning up top and falling in, it gives the survivors, ample opportunity to react to it, because he's got to fall to the ground, get himself through that fat door, and then spit. But the Boomer's going to go in from behind. Smoker gets cleared very quickly. Charger gets himself a nice cap though on Ellis. Spit's going to go down on that, and the Common is going to get Ellis stuck in the spit for a little bit. Not too much damage, but it's still more damage, unfortunately, than Knockout and Walkout managed with this hit last time.
If I remember correctly, I think Chippendales had shut down the first 2 hits and had pretty much 100 HP each until they got to the train.
Yeah, I think 6 damage is what we saw. We do see the Witch up though, and the SI are going to have at least 2 spawns with it.
Oh, this is dangerous now for Knockout and Walkout. They need to be very careful. You got Lyra going for the crown right now. Hunter's going to intercept it right there, which is not going to get cleared. Coach tries to crown the Witch. The Witch actually swung but did not kill her, or did not hit anybody. Witch went for Rochelle instead. That's going to be a full down on the 45 with a Hunter cover. Let's be very careful here. They have that Charger spawn as well. Charger's going to go. They get the double charge out. The Witch dies before it kills 45, but that is a 2-cap still hitting right now. That's going to be an absolutely ridiculous amount of damage going out to Knockout and Walkout. Lyra's going to have to go back there and try to clear that Hunter. Now, Coach is back up, but Battle, what a hit.
That is exactly what Knockout and Walkout did not want. They pushed the hit a bit too quickly, didn't really count the spawn timers of the SI. As a result, suffering 3 in-caps, well, 2 in-caps and 1 person almost in-caps. That's not what they wanted. I mean, they needed to make as much distance as they could with bonus intact when they made the safe room. And they've pretty much jeopardized their chances of that, unfortunately. They've had to use all their pills, and they have that tank to deal with.
Yeah, at this point, really, honestly, they only have 2 sets of pills left, and she is actually slow, so I don't see them being able to get out of the alley in that situation even, because they need to have speed to back up.
Yeah, and the thing is, even if they do manage to kill the tank, depending on what damage the tank does, I think he's bound to get at least an in-cap no matter what situation they take him in. Then they have to take that ladder choke as well, directly after the tank, which could just potentially finish them off, because the tank has the potential to take one survivor down to black and white, send him up first for the hit, he's going to get killed.
Yeah, and that almost, as we said, was a death on the 45. I don't know exactly why the Witch went. Did she maybe try to spam whatever was on Lyra and accidentally clip the Witch, or what?
I think what happened was when Lyra initially went in and pissed her off, Hunter intercepted him, Coach went for the crown and missed it. But clipped the Witch a little bit, so she initially went for Coach, but then the proxy boom reset the Witch's aggro and Rochelle shot her.
Oh, okay. So alright, yeah, that makes sense. So actually I lied, she did actually have pills to commit there, so she will be fast, but this is still a pretty dire situation, Battle.
This hit's going to be a big one now. I wouldn't be surprised to see the SI go straight in on tank spawn.
Right at the tank is spawning, just send everything pretty much.
Yeah, I mean they've got the Spitter to block the survivors, so they can't run back to the open area. Survivors can't really risk sending one person forward either, because they have that smoker and the jockey to lead them around the corner. And they had a Charger to come in from behind as well, so that just landing that charge bit could result in an in-cap as tank is spawned, if not the entire team getting barrel rolled.
Yeah, exactly, and that barrel roll there would put Chippendales in an absolutely amazing position, being up maybe 650 points, because they will not get the bonus for the Witch, obviously, due to the fact Rochelle took the down. But they're doing the antithesis of what you said, actually, because they do have Lyra inching forward there.
To be really careful with this. If that smoker sees the opportunity and takes it, because now the tank is going to spawn when the SI are in front and the survivors are split.
Interestingly enough, the smoker did get that momentary pull, but now Lyra is able to run forward. The rest of the hit is up with the Charger, Jockey, and a Spit. Charger's gonna jump in there. Charger's gonna get a multi-charge, but does get cleared. Spit goes down. Where's the tank?
The tank is by the warehouse getting his dumpsters. Let's run this over to an infected war room because he's about to clip Ellis with a dumpster.
Do it!
Yeah, tank, you just need to drop down and coach. They're all downable pretty much. It's fine. They're gonna bleed. Either way, you did it fine.
Oh, what the?
Get up top. Get up top. Keep going.
Eh, fuck it. Yeah, just go.
They're gonna bleed for an hour.
Let's grab a hit. Let's grab a hit.
I'm going.
Oh, they're
I'm
running all the way
I'm
back.
going.
Uno. Nice pull. Ship it. Oh, just get right in there, buddy. If you wipe, I'll buy you 4 games.
Getting close to the dumpster. Just keep going.
Oh, don't rock, just
that
go.
left foot had 1 rock though.
Scoundrel. Don't even dumpster now. All right, let's grab a hit.
Charge forward and you can just go right in, tank. Charge forward.
Nice miss. Nice.
Are back. That was the second tank of the game for Team Chippendales, and as we unfortunately for Knockout and Walkout mentioned before, their health just wasn't really in the situation where they could even try to get out of that tank battle.
No, I mean, I was really surprised to see them make it out of the alleyway, truth be told. But even after they got out of the alleyway, they had 2 survivors slow, a 3rd survivor like right on the brink of becoming slow very soon. And with the SI support back up, they just sent the attack in, and the tank just lulled his way inside there. There was no way the survivor was going to stop him or take him out before he managed to get at least 2 in gaps.
Well, looks like we're going
with the amount of HP he had, they didn't really stand a chance in killing him.
The one saving grace here for Knockout and Walkout is the fact that there's a tank at 22%. So if Knockout and Walkout is able to wipe Team Chippendales here, they have a chance at making a comeback on this map, I think, right?
Yeah, unfortunately with this map, it's very difficult because of that that huge choke that is the actual coaster itself. I mean, it does take one small slip up from the SI and that whole hit can go botched. But it's a hit that's pretty much renowned for doing big damage or causing enough slowdown of the survivors, sort of cutting the map from 600 distance points to about 300 distance points. I mean, map 4 is essentially where you want to see big bonuses as well. And I did ready up this time, so I'm on top of my game.
You're on top of your game. We are going to be going live here with this 3rd chapter with Team Knockout and Walkout on Special Infected and Team Chippendales on the Survivor, carrying with them almost a 700 point lead, which is pretty good. It's going to be a Jockey, a Boomer, a Smoker, and a Charger for Team Knockout and Walkout, and let's see where they want to go here from battle. I'm thinking they're going to come from the front, actually.
Yeah, I'm thinking over here. I mean, if they had the Spitter, it would be ideal. Because I mean, the Boomer can be really handy during tank. But we are going to see the SI spawn up and come in. Smoker gets a nice pull in front. Jockey takes the target. Boom goes out on that one survivor. Charger comes in from behind, gets a fist, gets a charge, and then gets cleared very quick. Boom is going to re-proxy on Nick, and that is going to be the attack taken out. We have some gentlemen called Joey joining us.
Indeed. So, and we are going to have some kicks going out from Everlasting because obviously we need to limit those spec slots again. There we go, we're good. We are back on track here. That was a little bit of chip going out on Team Chippendales, and we're going to have that tank at 22%, as I did mention before.
Did you just pelvic thrust?
Kiss me saying don't ever again. Kiss me, come on. By now you know at least 4 terrible bad puns per chapter of each cast. It's going to be a Hunter, a Spitter, a Jockey, and a Charger here. Bow. Do they save the hit or do they go in?
I think they should go in, truth be told. I think with the way that Chippendales have been handling their survivor play, managing to survive all the tanks. Never mind, the hit is going in now as tank spawns. Charger missing his charge, Jockey gets a jock, Spit goes down, Hunter gets a pound. Attack has been cleared very quickly. Rochelle is currently separated by Spit, but the tank is going to get there in time. But we shall run it over to an infected Warrum nonetheless.
We shall.
I know why you're still.
Ooh, good. Kiss me. Tell me what to do here.
Maybe try some rock. One. Oh god. Hate boomer.
Or try to get the hit.
Shoot the shit out of that thing.
Taking way too much chip.
Then let's get a hit in.
Oh, he got rock.
Or let's not get a hit in. Sorry.
Okay, whatever. I'll call. Let's get a hit in. Smoker, lead in, go.
Can't fucking boom in here. Somebody get Alice. Okay, well.
What do you guys want me to do? Run back. Don't take
Back
chip.
up.
You still got one
He's still in
chance,
first
so
pass.
yeah,
Yeah, I know.
run away.
Took way
But
too
don't run
much
too
chip.
far. Don't run too far.
It's fine. We'll just go in with him on next hit.
Yeah, I don't know what to do on this tank because I have terrible arms.
Not take a shit ton of chip.
Yes. Up the rock. Just committed.
Just go in now.
If
Okay.
he fucking pauses. Yeah, just go in.
What?
You fucking
GG.
kidding me?
GG, I'm
Oh
done.
my god.
I'm really about to fucking quit. This is so stupid.
No, stop. Kisme's here. Just wait till he leaves and then you can vent.
Kiss me,
I
get
don't even
out.
care.
Get out, kiss me. I'm gonna fucking flip shit right now. Get out. You don't want this on your stream. Okay, better fucking radio.
He's back. Alright, go in. Just push in right away.
Help him really.
Yeah, go now. No.
Struggle and can't get Nick.
Like hornet. Get Rochelle, get Rochelle. Oh my god, he get me.
I'm reloading.
And that
We
was
are
back.
back.
Yeah, we are back, as Battle did just say. And Battle, I'm going to let you talk about it because we said in Caster Worm that they needed to wipe with that tank, so that was not what Knockout and Walkout was looking for.
No, I mean, there's good consistent chip over all 4 survivors, but unfortunately it's not the damage, well, it's not the wipe that they wanted. There is a set of pills up ahead for the survivors as well inside the maintenance room. But unfortunately it seemed like the tank was a bit unsure of what he wanted to do. It seemed, you know, 1 minute he was going in, then he was pulling out, then he was going in again. But I think indecisiveness and a bit of a lack of SI coordination there was a major hindrance for that tank.
I would agree. Now we do see that Boomer going in there. It's going to get shut down before it is able to land. It's going to be a Hunter, a Charger, and a Spitter. It looks like they're going to try to go right here, as a matter of fact. Maybe not. But they need to work on this health bonus like right now.
Yeah, they need to drop it really big with the next. But the hit is going in. Charger gets a nice double charge and lands below. Hunter's going to cap in on top. Spit is going to block the hole as well, so survivors can't get down there. But one survivor has got down to clear the charge. Hunter is going to get an in cap, I think. He does get his in cap, but Rochelle is up top to pick up the last survivor.
Oh, Jockey!
Oh,
Jockey's...
Jockey.
Oh man, this is going to be huge. If this Jockey manages to land on Rochelle, but it's going to get dead stopped and shut down before it's able to land. That was almost a kill going out there onto Rochelle. I don't know, that was so close. That was too close for comfort, I'd say, for Chippendales, but that makes up for the tank right there with that damage, at least partially.
Yeah, they've done what they need to do on the damage scale. Now they just need to get the wipe. Of course, there might be about 3 sets of pills ahead for the survivors as well in this little room outside, but they're currently surrounded by common. This is when the SI need to be hitting, really. They do only have 3 spawns, and I think they're waiting for that charger, which they are. Should see it go in momentarily.
They need to go in like right now. Yeah, that Boomer is going to jump in there. It's going to get a nice tri-boom. Charger's going to go in as well. Doesn't manage to land the charge on the L, so that's going to be a spit down on that as well. Smoker's going to get pulled in the back there, but he's actually going to get, that one common sticks Cushion Spit. That's going to be actually a massive amount of damage going out onto Team Chippendales. It's an in-cap.
A nice full in-cap and on Coach. That was perfect. That one common just laying there, blocking everything and causing Coach to take so much damage on the spit.
right here. Reloading. I'm not lying. This
So yeah, that...
Once again, even though the hit did a lot of damage, quick clears by Coach. As soon as that charger landed, Coach was straight in there with a melee, took it out, and Ellis was out with the spit before any real damage went in on him.
And I think actually from the way that they sacked, that's going to be almost a perfect set for them. They might want to sack the... Should they sack the Hunter? I don't know if... I mean, it's 3 boomed.
I don't think they have time now to sack the Hunter. They send the Hunter in now. By the time survivors trigger that event, they might get their spitter back. But I don't know, I mean, I'm a fan of the boomer in this area because I just like the confusion that it causes.
Yeah, and I mean, now they are going to... They did save the Hunter, so that means they're going to get a spitter here on this last. That Hunter spawned up kind of looking for a DP in the back. They really just need to try to find a way to maybe get a multi-charge here if the survivors go for this, but I don't know if they're going to. Coach and Rochelle are actually already up there. The jockey's waiting to go in. Charter has his eye on Coach right now. Actually, Charter's getting chipped through the wall. That's a nice chip going out onto that Charter. Now definitely levelable. Jockey's going to go in there, gets M2. That's going to be a level onto the Charter by Coach. Beautiful play going out. Jockey's going to go in there. Jockey gets shut down. What a shutdown battle.
Indeed, the only thing that's left up is the Hunter at the moment, which is still looking for the damage pounds, but unfortunately they've missed their opportunity to do any big damage. The Hunter's probably going to get skeeted. Oh, the Witch has been pulled as well from the other side of the coast. Survivors are going to skeet that Hunter and they're going to try to mow down her before she gets near them. I think it's Rochelle that pulled her.
Nick.
But, yep, he has been taken out, so that's the Witch out of the way. SI will have 3 SI to hit on this next hit. But the miscoordination, the time to spread between the SI deaths is really not helping them hit. Do see a smoke go out in the back though, which is going to pull Rochelle all the way back, so she's going to have to run the coaster alone, and she doesn't really have the HP for it. None of the SI though are splitting. They're all staying up front.
Why would they stay up front in that situation?
Well, the good thing is as well for the survivors, from their perspective, is Rochelle's now allowed to meet up with the rest of the team, and Coach is stood right at the top of the coaster, which is blocking all those spawns up above. So the SI can't do anything other than wait for their 4th spawn.
Motion sickness, I'm sorry, kiss me. So we will see the survivors here, Team Chippendales regrouping. It's going to be a spitter, boomer, jockey, and a charger for knockout and walkout. Deciding not to capitalize on that separation. They are going to spawn up here right now. Charger's actually going to fall. Boomer lands 2. Jockey goes on to Ellis in the back. Spit's not going to go on anything. That's going to be a clear going out onto Ellis, and that charger made a little bit of a misplay there, Battle.
Yeah, and unfortunately now the survivors have the only other place where the charger could have spawned to be of any use, and that's right in front. Of course, they can save the charger and keep it for the either the charge off or get another charge spit inside this little last bend of the coaster.
He also got chipped down to 420 HP. That's ironic, that number. Instead, we're going to see if the survivors are going to be able to level him or if he'll be able to land a desired multi-charge here. It's going to be a jockey, a hunter to support him. They actually have that spawn up right now. Hunter's going to go pouncing in there. Manages to land. Charger manages to land in front as well. Spit's going to go down on that. So that's going to be a lot of damage going on the skip of Team Chippendales right now. Jockey spawned in the front as well. But honestly, if I'm Team Chippendales right now, I am ecstatic about how I've played Survivor so far in this entire game.
Yeah, and of course they're getting near enough maximum distance with this map as well. I mean, this map is usually, as I said with that first hit, can be a 300-point map. But the jockey is going to choose to despawn himself and respawn behind the survivor. They do have the smoke as well, but the survivors are just about to cross that threshold if they get over there. Rochelle does fall off though, thankfully for the SI. But I think if I'm Chippendales at this point, I think I just leave Rochelle.
Even though she's perm, at this point they have more to gain from just getting the full distance. I'd say I agree with you. This boomer is going to spawn up there. It's not going to get much of anything. It's going to be a smoker and a hunter in the spawn queue right now with another spawn coming in about 4 seconds. That smoker is going to spawn up here right now and will get that pin onto Rochelle. They're trying to clear her desperately through the wall there, but they will not get it. So they're going to take Battle's advice right now, actually just keep going and get those points. Chip still has some permanent health on him as well. Hasn't taken all of his chip down yet. And
Coach is in a dangerous situation. He's on 1 HP and there's 2 spawns going to go in on him. Charger is going to miss his spawn, unfortunately. Hunter gets skeeted as well. Spit goes down the safe room door. Charger's going in fist. And he doesn't manage to get the stumble onto Coach either, so 3 survivors do make maximum distance. They do make it with 9 health bonus.
That is actually 19 points better than the full distance. That's pretty much all you could ask for, I guess, from that chapter, honestly, for Chippendales.
Yeah, well, getting the full distance points on this map is always something to write home about, because that coaster is a horrid, horrid place to be, and it's worth half the map distance.
Yeah, that is exactly as you said, and now the pressure is definitely on knockout and walkout right here, because they are down. If I'm doing some nice rounding here, that's almost a 1,300 point differential going into their half of this chapter.
Yes, and of course one of the problems we have seen thus far with knockout and walkout is they haven't really managed to survive a tank yet either. Chippendales have been consistent on their SI play as well as their survivor play. First hit is up, however it is a 3-1 setup. Jockey, Charger and Smoker for capping support and the Boomer for the projectile SI. It looks like they want to go in nice and early here, which will cause a nice amount of hold up and give them a second hit for when the tank is actually triggered to hit the survivors on. So knockout and walkout taking the time checking their angles, but the SI have spawned up and they are going in. Smoker's tongue does miss, Boomer gets a boom. Is that Nick? No, it's Alice, which is currently separating the front. There's a Smoker, Jockey, and the Charger looking to go in on it. Jockey has got the cap, and Charger is going Fist City. That's a lot of damage.
Wow. Charger gets a stumble too for 2 extra to add insult to injury there. We've seen these charge booms and jockeys really just work well for both sides in this game. And as you said, we now indeed will see another... Actually, you know what? Knockout and Walkout's pushing enough here where I think they might be able to get tank up.
The problem is they're making distance to the tunnels. They're pushing to the tunnels, but they're not killing the commons, so they're getting hung up a bit. Now, of course, the SI are going to have all 4 SI up in time.
Right, and now you actually have a Hunter pre-spawned in the back. It's going to be a Jockey, a Boomer, and a Smoker for the rest of this hit. Hunter's going to go pouncing there right now, manages to land initial cap onto Nick. Boomer's going to drop in there, actually, that was really weird. Got actually hung on the ladder there. Smoke goes go out onto Nick, who also dead stops a Jockey. Jockey now does land onto Nick, and the tank is up in the hands of Whip, 14 Chippendales. How about we take this over to an infected War Room ever?
Let us do that.
Keep going. They're not anywhere near you. Keep going.
Alright, so I just want a Charger, and then you can go in.
Trip got it.
Let's hope he knows what to do with it. What do you say?
Alright, let me get rid of this bomb. Well, it's on second pass, so...
No, the boom is good, dude. You just gotta get 2.
Alright, go in. We'll help you out.
Go in. Push this kid that hasn't filled up yet. Push him. Oh. Let's help.
Alright, let's help him out. I only got 1.
Finish that down. Finish the
Oh,
down.
I got 2.
Nice.
Nice, he's down. That's a way. Chill. Nice. Good
You
job.
got the recharge? Nice.
Yeah, well, that's just him for you. Who cares?
We got back, ladies and gentlemen. That was the tank on map 3. 14 Chippendales managing to secure the wipe. Tremendous SI support. Boom managing to get his boom in. Charger going Fist City in after Ellis was cleared by the cleared from the Hunter. And then the Charger managed to stay alive long enough to punch the living shit out of Nick as well, just to get that that 3rd in cap to make the tank's job a bit easier. But what do you think, Rails? I mean, where do you see it now? We needed to see them survive that tank and, you know, at least make max distance, and they only managed about 70 distance points for the entire map.
Yeah, it's just been one of those situations where it's almost been a snowball effect since that first chapter. Game is giving them another 22% tank here in the 4th, and we are indeed playing Finale, but at the same point in time, when you take a look at the score differential so far, that's 1,100 points about going into... Actually, no, it's almost 1,200 points. So it's pretty much knockout and walkout. We need to wipe with this early tank here and then make the map, and then wipe with the early tank in Finale and make that map too in order to have any chance of winning. And unfortunately, with the way in which Chippendales has been playing all around, I just don't see that happening.
No, Chippendales have been handling the survivor rounds particularly well, and their SI attacks, even their basic opening hits, are doing, you know, significant damage, which they shouldn't be allowed to do. It's mainly due to slow clearing, but I think a bit of miscommunication among the survivors in knockout and walkouts rounds are playing a bit of that as well. But this tank can go one of 2 ways, but knockout and walkout really need this tank to wipe.
And actually, looking at the past 3 chapters that we've had here, as you said, the pressure, I mean, obviously has been, and the failure's been on knockout and walkouts Survivor, I'd say. Just having a little bit of issues there getting off the ground and not having those hits do massive amounts of damage to them. Whereas Team Chippendales has really picked up their Survivor play. Like, to score 1,770 points through those 3 maps is a very, very respectable score against a team like Knockout and Walkout's Special Infected here. Speaking of their Special Infected, we have a Boomer Rocket in here right now. Have a Charger in the back, too. That's going to be actually a lot of damage going after they have the pull and the charge going in. And the Charger's going to miss his charge there as the cover does go in. That's only about 36 damage off the first hit, so it's some okay chip, but this tank's going to be at 22% battle.
This tank's going to trigger roundabout when the survivors hit the middle of this bumper car area. So, the Smoker does get a nice separation pull on Rochelle on the back though, so that's going to be a little bit of extra damage. But the tank is up in the hands of Chi. He's going to knock his dumpsters around and knock him onto the roof. Let's take this over to a Survivor War match, because it's a pretty important tank.
Alright then, let's do it.
Stand equidistant to each other. We gotta get these, we gotta get the Boomer to not get all 4 of us. Right above.
Yeah, he might just drop right in. Watch it.
Rockin'.
Boomer.
2.
He might come in on this.
Hunter. No, because it supports early. Clear.
Come on, Whip, get under here. Nice.
Need some common clears. I'm alright.
Alright, yeah, he's definitely committing.
Get out, get out, get out.
Want to grab a twin?
Hit up, hit up.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Look for SI, look for SI.
I got it covered.
Smoke right middle.
Just one.
On trip, shoot tank.
Alright, push him. Oh, dumpster. Oh. Woo.
Cover me, cover me.
Whip sorted.
Dead.
Nice, he's dead. Pill up trip, let's roll.
Don't need ammo before.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. That was the 4th tank of the game for Team Knockout and Walkout. Unfortunately, not the wipe they wanted to. Tank did get some good damage in with a fulling cap on Rochelle and maybe 2 or 3 punches in on Nick. But Survivors have found another set of pills, and that just makes things once again kind of sways the balance of power more into Chippendale's favour. The next SI hit is up, and it is going to be a Charger, Smoker, Jockey, and a Spitter. No, that is a Boomer, my apology. Boomer does waddle in though and gets himself a double proxy boom. SI support coming in from behind, Jockey getting M2'd and shut. Charger coming in from the front, Smoker gets a momentary pull. Charger gets a stumble and then gets a crooked back to the face.
And I think the pivotal moment of that tank fight there was when that double boom went out in the beginning, then the tank didn't commit on it, because the Survivors were kind of hoarded inside the bumper cars, and at that point I think we both agreed it would have been pivotal for the tank to go in there and get what he could have there, perhaps even locking the Survivors up inside the bumper cars before they could get out.
Yeah, I mean, being down, like, well, the Hunter was already pre-spawned, but he hadn't committed yet. The Charger was in ghost mode, and I think had they have committed then, they probably would have got a lot more out of it. Purely because, as you said, with all that horde in that tiny little bumper car area and with the hittables around, which are unpredictable as all hell.
Especially the bumper cars.
Yeah, bumper cars that cannot be trusted.
Bumper cars. It's going to be a Spitter, a Smoker, a Jockey, and a Hunter right now for Team Knockout and Walkout. This Hunter is just jumping around on the side of the building here, just trying to get a DP or something like that. Going to get chipped down to about 104 HP. Jockey and the Smoker and the Spitter have not yet gone in. There's really, they can try to do some damage on this hit, but maybe only a Jockey off the side right now would really prevent it, because right now Chippendale's health is extraordinary. Hunter goes in solo and gets skeeted. We're going to have that Jockey spawn up as well, going to get dead stopped, and this is unfortunate that we're down to the single spawn stage here, Battle.
Yeah, the SI seem to have lost all their coordination. Looks like they wanted to save 1 or 2 spawns for the wait. But I think at this point, I'd be trying to get that health bonus down as low as possible before they trigger this event, which has been dealt with entirely. So the 2 SI spawns that did save didn't go in either. But we do have the full hit up now, and it looks like they want to hit as soon as this event is triggered and the horde starts rolling in. But they're coming in from quite a distance away, especially that Charger.
Yeah, the Charger is coming in from that distance, as you said. Now we also see the Spitter over on that roof. It's going to be a Hunter going in here right now, trying to start this attack off. Charger's respawns in a different place. Charger's going to jump in there. He's going to try to land in the corner, will not land that charge. And as you said, the coordination does not seem to be what it once was for Knockout and Walkout.
One thing I think a lot of beginning teams do well is they tend to focus a specific SI. Some teams look for the boomers, especially during tanks, and then other teams tend to look during the regular attacks for the most damaging SI, which is usually a Charger and Spitter combination. So you see these Chargers go in, and as soon as they miss that charge, they just get railed. There is a smoke coming in from behind though, as the Survivors have made it through the first part of the event. Ellis does jump around the corner and dodge the tank. Boomer does go out on one. There is a Jockey and a Charger still up. Charger's coming up from in front, gets one charge and then gets level. He's going to bump Rochelle back though, but she's got Ellis back up to deal with that Jockey. I think that's probably going to be safe from for the survivors before the SI have anything significant to hit on.
I would agree, and that's going to be a massive health bonus between Chippendales, is keeping the momentum going. We've seen Chippendales just pretty much, once they got that 100-point lead in the first chapter, they have stood up with their special infected, and their survivor has answered the call. That is 2,995 points for Team Chippendales through these 4 chapters. What a performance battle.
Yeah, I think that makes it very daunting for Knockout and Walkout coming into the finale. Well, they still got to play their map 4, and with the way they've been handling tanks, I don't really see them being able to survive this tank in the shape that they'd like to sort of match that health bonus.
I want to know if they are allowed to call finale. It's up to Everlasting, honestly. I thought it was in the rules that they have to play it, but it's up to the head tournament administrator to make the final call.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, it's never really a good feeling when you're, you know, thousands of points behind and you haven't played to the level that you want to play. Especially when you're being streamed. I mean, it's a lot of pressure on people. But I think playing out is always the gentlemanly thing to do.
Indeed, and I don't know if ever wants to entertain the question, or I think it is a must-on tourney matches. And I'm going to make the admin decision and say that indeed is play it out. Gentlemanly thing to do.
I have no admin powers, so I'll just keep my mouth shut.
No, you just cast the game, man. You just cast the game.
This is what I do.
That requires weird.
Big damage of this boomer does rocket straight in, gets himself a nice tri-boom. Survivors are going to try and back straight up into the safe room, but Coach is right at the door. He does get pulled for his trouble. Charge is going to intercept that and get some big fists in. Hunter's looking to pounce the next survivor out the safe room. Charger does take the smoker's target and take him even further for charge. And the Hunter gets some nice damage as well, but I think it's going to be an in-cap. It is. In-cap.
That will be that in-cap down onto Lyra, and that's already one down pre-tank, and they're probably going to have another hit coming out here. We're going to see what they are able to do with that hit, and Lyra has stopped moving for the current moment. Now he will continue to move, so Team Knockout and Walkout will continue progressing through the map here. And Tank will be up soon. Actually, it's going to be up right now into the hands of Chip for Team Chippendales. It's a Boomer, a Spitter, and a Smoker right now for the rest of this hit that they have not yet sent in for some reason. But how about we take it over? Should we go over to a Survivor Worm or not battle, honestly?
I think we should probably take it to the Infected Worm, actually. It seems that Knockout and Walkout have lost a bit of their enthusiasm.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it would exactly be a good environment to toss Kiss Me in by himself. So, I mean, I think we should just toss him over and be safe to a Chippendales War Room again.
Fuck, I got Kiss Me, I'm thinking of the fans.
Where your dumpsters at?
You got one... You got one to the left, like to the far left.
Oh, one's right in play, dude.
I don't even...
Weapons over here.
Alright.
That one is right in play. Can you give me a hit on it and I'll just go in?
Yeah, well... I didn't even think about that. Yeah, hold on. Hello again. Guess we're doing the double war room special. Oh, nice ball. Hey, pull out towards me, Trip. Pull out towards me. Yeah. Alright, I'm coming in from afar. Don't you worry. Oh! Yeah, just get in there. There's tons of hittables. Fuck that dump stuff. Oh, get his ass. Nice. Oh. Nice. I'm liking your thought process right now, buddy. Here comes a single charger for the save. Yeah. You're on first pass.
You know how I do, dude. Yeah, I know.
Get out.
I'm getting out.
My man.
I need to pull in that dumpster.
Yeah, I think they're just gonna hit in there, so.
Alright, well, give me a big hit, I'll go in.
Alright.
I must be about to gain some serious shit.
Dude, what kind of hit did you want?
A giant one, dude. Wait. They're going out.
Alright, well, let's just drop in. and we'll go like ASAP.
Alright, full.
Alright, let's go.
Help me.
Well, no, that's not fair. Nice pull. Nice yoink. Oh, come on. That guy's yoinked behind you. I'll make him beat up for me. Nice.
Oh!
I can't lie. You're messed up. If you don't get yourself healed up, that's it.
All right, just
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. That was the 4th tank of the game for Knockout and Walkout. Sorry, my apologies entirely. It was for Chippendale. Managing to get a kill in and do a lot of damage as well on Coach, who suffered a full in cap during that tank. We're down to 3 survivors. They don't really have the bonus, and the SI are already setting up for the next hit.
Coach is actually black and white due to the fact that he took that charging cap at the beginning as well. So that's even more.
Up? This could be it. Charger was looking for Fist. He does get a charge in as well. Spit's going to go down on that. Smoker looking for a pull in front on Rochelle's move to separate.
Yeah, they didn't have the tri-cap there to finish it off with that kind of style, but that tank did pretty much everything right there. Taking advantage of the survivors, already having one bleeding, going in, playing the right kind of push, getting the kill with the hitables when he needed to, and that pretty much, as you did mention, will set the game away for Team Chippendales, I'd say, because even if they were to make it with perfect health on the next chapter, and whatever they have in this chapter as well, unfortunately for them, it's not going to match what Chippendales did. And that's pretty much been the story of the game so far with the situation. Chippendales has just kind of kept themselves ahead of Knockout and Walkout in a lot of facets, just finding a way in which to pretty much keep them like worlds apart with the way in which they played Survivor and then controlled on the Infected. We're going to have another example of that going in here right now. We have the 2-cap going out. Charger almost gets the tri-cap there, but unfortunately does not. Will get cleared, and now it's up to Coach. I think it actually is. That's Coach, who's not going to save either teammate, actually. Is going to keep running forward, so figuring probably that he can just go for distance at this point. The Hunter clear has not gone out, but the Hunter has indeed killed a survivor, and that will be the pounce out on a Coach, and that will be the wipe and knockout and walkout for that 4th chapter.
It will be. They are finished map 4 with 804 points to Chippendale's 2,995. So, with a 2,100 point difference, I don't really
limit that. Actually, what is the mathematical that they have?
I think there's like 1,600 points available for the finale.
So 1,600 points of health bonus plus the 800 distance?
Oh no, that would take it up to 2,400.
It's... Oh wait, I think I'm actually right. Hold on. Yeah, the health bonus is 1,600, so that means the distance is 800, right?
Yeah. So,
okay.
Mathematically, they could still do it, but they'd have to make it with near enough perfect bonus.
Yeah, and they'd also have to wipe right here at this first tank. And with the way in which Chippendales is playing, we're in the situation where Chippendales just has the control of the game. They've had the control of the game, and I believe they're going to continue having control of the game, to be honest.
Well, if Chippendale make it to the button and press the button, it then becomes mathematically impossible.
Right.
I mean, they're going to get 100 points just for doing that, and they're already near enough 2,300 points ahead. So they make it to the button and trigger the event, and by the time the first tank of the event rolls in, it's going to be GG.
Right.
I think it spawns about 300 distance points in.
Indeed. And we are going to see Knockout and Walkout still play this out, as far as I know. It's going to be a Smoker, a Spitter, a Hunter, and a Boomer for them on the Special Infected side here first. And we're going to see that Boomer spawn in and gets a double proxy, actually, on the survivors. Going to have that Hunter jumping in as well. Going to get Death Stop and shut down. Poker pull this guy on the Coach, and that's going to be a little bit of spit damage trickling in at the end there, which is also spawned up in that area. So I guess now would be an appropriate time to talk about here. Battle, what's one of the big things you took away from this game?
I think both teams started off really strong on their SI side, but I think the momentum that Chippendales gained from their first initial round of Survivor, after the hiccup of that first hit, they really sort of stepped on the gas and just powered through it. Their Survivor players being, obviously not impeccable, but as close as it can be. It's got them where they needed to be. It's got them ahead by a great margin. But we do have the tank up, so we're also with an infected Warren.
Okay.
Good. Man, I can rock in this area, for fuck's sake. I'm gonna commit after this. I gotta go now. I help. Oh wait, no, not good yet. Okay, help.
Reloading.
Battle. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. That was the fifth tank of the game for knockout and walkout. Managing to get a full in-cap in on Ellis, but nothing much more than that. We do see about half HP knocked off Coach as well, and about 10 or 15 knocked off the other two survivors, which is Chip and Trip. But they have managed to survive the tank. They will be able to trigger the event. There is an attack going in now. Hunter missing his damage balance, and he is going to get railed as he tries to escape. There is a spitter, a jockey, and a smoke rub as well. Spitter's going to spit on nothing. Jockey's going to come in from above. Does get a momentary jerk in before his M2 clear and then kill. But that is the attack down, and that is going to be the survivors triggering the event.
It's yet another situation where we've seen Chip and Dale pretty much just take a tank in almost the best way they possibly could from the survivor standpoint. We've still got two survivors with pretty much near maximum health with respectively 86 and 84 HP on both Chip and Trip, and only a few more hits coming in here, 14 knockout and walkout before that next tank, which is usually a long tank if you can bleed the survivors out, but due to this health situation right now, Chip and Dale's in another marvelous spot. It's going to be a Hunter, a Charger, a Boomer, and a Spitter, 14 knockout and walkout on this next infected hit. Survivors are just kind of clustered over in an area over there, expecting the SI to come at them, as they probably will relatively soon. The Boomer trying to look for a spawn over the next to the tape deck there, but I don't know what knockout. All right, now they're gonna go in. So the Hunter actually gets stuck in the okay. Charger Link double charge going out there. Then the Boomer's actually getting a nice proc. That's three survivors actually all standing in the spit right there. So that's gonna be a massive amount of damage going out onto Team Chippendales there from knockout and walkout on that hit battle. But I think it's too little, too late.
Yeah, that puts him in a great position for this next tank. I mean, instead of just having one survivor bleeding now and only needing to worry about one set of pills on her, they now have two survivors fully bleeding. And another survivor who'd have to commit his pills on tank commit as well, or face being cornered in one punch. But as you did say, I think it is a little bit too late for them. They've taken way too much of a point deficit. But we will see them hit again, and they do have, it is, yeah, a 3-1 setup. Smoker, Jockey, and Hunter for cap and support, Boomer for the projectile. Smoker gets a pull in on Rochelle, who's getting a bit antsy, going a bit too fast. Ellis does clear the Smoker. Tank has spawned, and there is a boom out on one survivor. Tank is in the hands of Phoenix, so we'll run this over to a infected war room.
Let's do it.
Nice Charger there. Nice rock. Awesome. Let me try to get a bone for you.
Gee, you're so cute.
What?
Your face. You're adorable.
No. Oh yes. Got one.
Alright, just going. You're still in first pass, you had no obligation to go in. So, okay, what is
run away, run away. Go up, now. Shit! Run!
You can fast climb, but
Took out a lot of chips though. It's fine.
it's on second pass, it's gonna lose it fast.
70. Well, okay. Whenever you're ready, you commit. We help you.
Going on 30, there you go. Going now.
Oh no!
Nice try.
It's a lot of rock.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. That was the final tank of the game for Team Knockout and Walkout. We do see a charger going in for a couple of additional fists there just as the rest of the attack is clear. Do have 2 survivors boomed. Rochelle is currently covered in Horde, and Coach has picked up Nick. But the survivors have pretty much made it 500 distance points into the map. The rescues should be here any moment.
Still have one set of hills even on Coach. This has just been an absolutely dominating performance by Chippendales, and we start off at the top of the cast saying that this would probably be a closer game, but honestly I do believe the teams, it's not a question of skill. I think it's a question of teamwork and how they played. That Hunter got skied and a 2-cap does go out on the Survivor with the Smoker and a Jockey both landing. So it goes down to Rochelle for good measure, but not a whole lot actually coming from that attack as far as damage, not even a down. And we're going to see Team Chippendales just kind of weigh it out here. And as I said, I don't think it's a thing of skill. I think it's just Chippendales got rolling early and they really stuck it to knockout and walkout.
Yeah, I mean, Left 4 Dead is one of those games which is very momentum based. I think once Chippendales got that the steam rolling, as it were, it seems like Knockout and Walker kind of lost a bit of their enthusiasm, and their coordination on SI and the Survivors suffered dramatically because of the kind of shift in attitude. But we do see another attack going in. Hunter will get a pounce, charges and get a fist on that, and then go in for a nice double charge. It does get cleared very quickly though. We do see Nick and Rochelle go down. Sorry, Ellis and Rochelle go down. Nick is currently battling the Horde on top of the Coke machine.
Yeah, I believe he's at 1 HP there, so if any of the zombies got thirsty, they could just jump up there and grab Nick and pretty much down him, but he will be able to stay up there and actually does get the revival onto Rochelle, and now we do see the lights changing a little bit. They're going to down Chip there, and they're going to pick him back up. The lights have switched to a different version now, so we're going to see the point at which the chopper comes in relatively soon then. As a matter of fact, there go the fireworks, so we will see the end of this game actually coming, or not the end of this game, but the end of, pretty much the end of this game coming to fruition here. As this attack does go in, Charger coming from the front, it's going to land the charge real quickly. We got the Jockey going, tries to cover that, we'll get M2 and shut down, Spit overshoots, and that's pretty much going to be it, battle.
Yep, Ellis did die from that last charge. Just the Spitter left after and a single boom out on Nick, but it looks like at least 2 at the side is going to be making it to that have to sit there and fight it out himself.
He's leaving Nick there to kind of bat off the rest of that horde on his own. Poor Nick. He's actually going to get in though. That's 3 survivors making it in, plus you're going to get a little bit, a couple more points from that witch bonus. So indeed, they do break the 3,800 mark with 3,807 points from Team Chippendales, and that's going to be just a beautiful performance by them, I'd say, all around.
Yeah, we do have 3,000 points between the teams, so we're not going to see a comeback, unfortunately.
Fun fact, Battle is a woman.
Yes, yes I am.
Alright then, I am enlightened even more now that I have heard that fact.
They're gonna save us because nobody, and I mean nobody.
And yeah, pretty much now we're just going to see Team Knockout and Walkout play this last part of their Survivor half. And where do you see the future of Knockout and Walkout going from here, Battle?
Well, I think after this match, I mean, obviously as we're in the casting channel, we're not really aware of what goes on in war rooms during tanks. But I think it's been a bit drab on the Survivor side for Knockout and Walkout. From what I can pick up anyway, but there is an attack going in. Hunter does get cleared very quickly. There is a boomer waddling in behind for a proxy. Just the Spitter and the Smoke at the moment, but it looks like they will save when a tank does spawn. Nope, they are going to go in. Just the Smoker left. It looks like it's positioning up on the Witch.
Indeed, now we do have the survivors here with this tank up. Smoker's going to try to get a pull farther, does manage to land on Lyra for a tick of damage, and Smoker is still up on the Witch. They're going to try to draw the Witch in, as a matter of fact. The Smoker tongue does go out, Witch is getting chipped a lot. Lyra does get the draw crown there onto the Witch, and this tank is up in the hands of Trip, who's getting chipped. How about we take it over to a Chippendales war room there, Ever, and that was a nice rock.
Yeah, that yoink would have been fucking epic. Did you see that?
Dude,
Like, because he was crowning it right then.
Yeah, dude, that tug would have been perf.
Yeah, my... Alright, so what do we want for this tank? The boom, get the quad and go in, that's all there is to it.
Alright, let's get rid of these. Let's just get a hit.
Alright.
Oh, nice rock. Nice bomb.
One?
Yeah. Don't get too close, don't take too much chip.
Why am I still alive? Why?
I don't know. Yeah, just keep backing up. Nice. A lot what I'm saying, mate. Fucking dragon. A lot what I'm saying. Yes, I do.
What? Smoker's not good.
I can get a yoink from
No,
somewhere.
I just meant the fact that you're not good with it.
Wow, dude, fuck off.
Let's,
Alright, he's on first pass, 20%.
No.
It's up to you what you wanna do. Alright.
He's missing hits. Missing hits. Cleared behind you. Yeah, just take that. Just take that down. Take that down and get out.
Yeah, you're on first
Get out.
pass still. Run, Forest. No, don't. Yeah, I would say keep going. Don't get right there.
Alright. Oh, I've got you big right now, dude. Seriously. Get ready to turn around.
Yeah, push him, fuck. Separate this guy. Get Nick, Nice.
Oh, fuck. She's straight for me. Jockey him.
Oh, fuck. Is he black and white right now? Did he go down earlier?
Just go out.
AI it.
Alright, watch this prediction, dude. Watch it.
Dude, you have... Oh, don't die. Don't die. Stay alive. Stay alive.
Oh, he's dead. He's as good as dead.
Maybe if I get this tug.
Why does the jock look so perplexed? Dude? Look at the jock. Just peek at him.
Hold on, I just died.
Just peek at the jock.
Oh no, no. Fucker. Oh, this 82 health tanking unit.
Watch this DP.
I'm watching. Yeah. I like what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I knew you would, dude.
Oh, you want to see this prediction? You want to see how to predict?
Get up. Come on now. Get.
Here it goes.
What the fuck? I don't even know where you're.
We got back, ladies and gentlemen. That was a tank by Chippendale's managing a great deal of damage. There is a boomer currently being shoved around by the SI, but he does get popped before he manages to box on anyone. Survivors do survive their first tank and make it to trigger the event. But they're in a pretty bad way. 2 survivors fully bleeding out. But they are going to be committing at least 3 sets of pills prior to the final tank spawning.
Indeed, and now we are going to see them still just play this out, where they obviously do not have the health nor the distance points to win this, with just 1 half chapter ahead of them. At the same point in time, this is the way in which tournaments in Left 4 Dead, competitive Left 4 Dead 2 are supposed to go, where the teams do play it out in a respectful manner, and they do have the at least common courtesy to play out what happens. Kissimmee has to shave his beard. We have to shave our beards as well, I'm sure. We're going to have this hit going in here right now. It's going to be a spitter, Jockey, Charger, and Smoker. Yeah, Smoker is going to get a pull. He's going to Charger and miss the charge. Jockey lands on Nick for a couple ticks of damage. Rochelle is still pulled, and we're actually going to see some more spit go out there, as Chi is unable to get that clear until now. That's going to be another set of pills committed onto Lyra there. They have no more on the stage. That's going to be a lot of punches actually going out onto Ellis from that Charger. Fit City gets an in-cap there onto Phoenix, and that's going to be a lot even more damage going out onto the survivors there, Battle.
I think that is Phoenix black and white.
That was actually 10 punches, I believe, and you are correct. That will be a black and white on the Phoenix there. Only 2 sets of pills left, so at the very least this tank, this last tank of the game that may or may not be reached for Team Chippendales, is going to be able to play a massive bleed-out tank in this situation too, if he so desires. Boomer spawn up here right now. It's going to get a single boom onto Ellis. It's going to be a Hunter, a Spitter, and a Smoker still for Team Chippendales here. Hunter coming in from the back, pouncing around, going in. Smoker gets a pull. Hunter's going to land there on a Lyra, get a pounce and a spit onto him. Smoker got the pull out there. Phoenix is saying going. I don't understand what that means, but that will be another hit in for Team Chippendales on Team Knockout and Walkout.
Yeah, I mean, even if they do manage to survive it to this tank spawn, I can see the tank just rolling straight in, truth be told. I think Chippendales are more than comfortable with the amount of lead they've got. They've pretty much shown that they've managed this match particularly well. They've handled the survivor really well, and now their infected play has been, you know, very much up to par as well. There is a jockey going on by himself at the back, and a Hunter has currently spawned. We do see the lights change, so the tank will be triggered. We do see a Hunter looking for a pounce in the far right-hand corner. Charger is once again going for the city on Nick, but he does get punched. And Rochelle gets capped but cleared. But just a Boomer coming in by himself, so he'll get popped without getting nothing. And the tank is up in the hands of Whip, so let's take it over to the final infected war room of the game.
Do it!
He learned that spot in Left 4 Dead 1.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Get up
I'm
a little
good.
closer and underhand. You can throw him farther a little bit. Or just shit. They're all slow. Might as well just go in. We'll help you
Yeah,
out.
just go in. Just take that forklift in for the fuck of it. You need practice. Alright.
Yeah, this is like one of the harder area.
I'm pulling this.
I got a shout out to my boy.
Get cheek.
Shout out to my boy Kiss Me. Sexiest lover ever. And top T mentor. Top keck. This is a fine evening on Pro Mod, ladies and gentlemen. Tank not know what the fuck to do. Wow. Shout out to Everlasting for being a scumbag. Shout out to Float.
No.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. That was the final tank of the game, resulting in the white 14 Chippendale. Final scores: Team Chippendales with 3,807 points to Team Knockout and Walkout's 1,220 points. So a pretty lopsided victory and a pretty, I'd say impressive. So what I'm searching for here, Reels, help me out. Decisive victory.
Yeah, I'd say decisive victory there. It started off being relatively close, and as I said, I do not believe it was actually a skill gap that was the problem. I believe it was more just the momentum, as we did mention at least a couple times during this cast. So really the importance of it is just to show how Chippendales can really get rolling when they get like at least a couple good survivor plays coming in. They built off of that. They handled every tank superbly. Their special infected was more than on point to handle knockout and walkout survivor. And yeah, very dominating victory there to start off with in the first round of the ACI for Team Chippendales.